My grandpa always told me one man can't bring you down. When I hit a hole or there's nothing there, I gotta go forward. Gotta get positive yards. Gotta keep my team from being positive on first and second down, because that helps us a lot. It's been crazy. I'm so humbled to have the life I live, the opportunities I get to have, and blessed to have the people around me, older guys that have helped just lead me become a better person and a man on and off the field.
And we're back after another big win in the big house and back-to-back weeks with the player of the game. Jordan Marshall coming off of a career game, 25 carries, 185 yards, 210 all-purpose yards, 3 touchdowns, player of the game, and not to mention it's also his 20th birthday today. So happy birthday, Jordan. Jordan, how you doing, man?
I'm good, as good as I can be after running the ball 25 times, but just happy to see 20 years old, and it's been fun.
Heck yeah. I mean, coming off a performance like that, it's gotta feel great, because the work that you put in, the season that you've had, and when your name has been called for these opportunities, you've made the most of them. And just seeing you perform like that was super cool to watch. Really just putting the team on your back and leading us yesterday. Your physical style of play, it really just speaks Michigan football. So my first interaction with you was being able to see you in the bowl game against Alabama, and being able to see what you can do. I was like, damn, this guy can roll. And then seeing you out throughout the offseason, and just knowing what you were capable of, and you being able to show it on such a national platform was awesome to see last night. So how are you feeling after 25 carries, 185 yards? I mean, 25 carries, that's about 22 tackles, because there's a couple times where you're just making it in the end zone. But how's the body feeling on this Sunday?
It feels fine. Got in for treatment this morning and got moving. And once you get moving, you obviously feel a little bit better. But, just making sure that I'm getting ready for our game in 2 weeks, and preparing, making sure my body's at top performance for when we go out for Northwestern.
100%. And I would say that the bye week is coming at a perfect time. I mean, teams all over the country got guys banged up, and obviously we got some guys banged up as well, and guys that are pushing through it. But at the same time, getting a little break from the game and having the bye week is coming at a perfect time, I would say. And I think our guys are going to be able to take the most advantage of that. And it's a really competitive edge how you approach the bye week. It truly is, because, like I said, all teams across the country are feeling this way, and however you can get yourself to feeling as close to 100% as you can for every single week, especially in this last stretch. I mean, we talk about November is for the contenders. The November is what you remember. All those different sayings that they have. It's the most important time in college football. So finding your competitive edge in the bye week is huge. So it's coming at a very, very good time for us, and I'm excited to see how we approach this. I know that we're going to do a great job in this bye week. But coming off of a big win last night, obviously not the greatest win. But ugly wins are better than pretty losses. But sometimes, I mean, it's hard to win football games in college football, and I think that some people lose sight of that. Especially in November, you see all across the country there's teams that are getting beat, and Coach Moore hit on that, because it should be celebrated that we win, and we get to come back and make the corrections off of a win versus a loss. So getting able to have that W in our books is huge. So how would you assess the performance last night? How would you assess how we did as a team? Talk about a little bit of the defense, how they performed, and how we were just able to play complementary football to get that dub last night.
Overall, I just think we played a little sloppy, and that's things we're going to fix internally. And, again, having this open week, this bye week, it's an opportunity for us to get better. It's not time to just sit around and, oh, cool, we got to win. Let's get healthy, but let's also get better. And I know Bryce and the guys are eager to get back in there.
For sure.
Especially after, I mean, for myself, I messed up some things as well in pass pro, but just get back in there and help each other win. Win each day. Let's get better this week. And, again, just like you said, it's hard to win in the Big Ten. It's hard to win in college football. So when we do get these wins, even though it's sloppy, we won the football game at the end of the day, and we're going to go back and make some changes, get better, learn from it, and come back in 2 weeks and play our best ball.
100%. And I'm glad that you were able to mention that playing in the Big Ten is tough every single week. And I've talked about this with other guys, and it's the thing that keeps coming up. But if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So playing in our conference is a huge deal. And there's no gimmies. There's no gimmies at any week, any time in college football, and especially in this league, that team can be beat. So getting the dub every single week is the goal. I mean, if it's 1-0, if it's 100-0, it doesn't matter how it looks as long as you get that W. But I want to talk about your performance a little bit. And I mean, doing everything. And I'm glad you mentioned the pass protection aspect, because the position of running back, it gets slept on for so many different things, because you guys are such an intricate piece of the pass protection and what goes on as far as that as well. And then also having the 185 yards rushing, but also 210 all-purpose yards. So being a weapon in the pass game as well too. So being an all-around back and developing your game, how would you say that your approach has changed from your freshman year to your sophomore year, and how you've been able to develop yourself to be a better pass protector, to be a better pass catcher, and be so versatile in the game as a true playmaker?
I feel like just growing up, like running the ball, catching the ball, like I'm supposed to do that. Like that's what I got recruited here to do. That's what I've been taught to do since I was little. And pass pro has been a big thing since I've got here, is learning how to pass pro and learning how, again, you're blocking guys that are 20 pounds, usually heavy, 20 or 30 pounds heavier than you. So for me, it's completing my game. If I get that in my package, I mean, that helps you shoot up in the draft and future opportunities. And I take so much pride more in pass blocking than running the ball. Like, I'm supposed to make big plays. I'm supposed to do that. And pass pro, when I miss one, I'm like, I should block this guy. And it's something like I told earlier in the season, I'm like, I want to protect our quarterback, protect our guys out there, whoever it is. And it's just important to me. And in the NFL, when I'm protecting whoever it is at quarterback, I want to take pride in that, not just running the ball, but pass protecting and giving my team the best opportunity to win. And all three of those phases, I want to be electric in and be able to help with the ball not in my hand.
For sure. And I mean, there's a lot of people that play running back in college football, and obviously it's a grinder. It's a grinder to play running back. And I mean, that's why you don't see guys having super long careers at the position, because of the brunt action that they take throughout a course of a game. I mean, when they're getting tackled and they have all these different carries, you look at that, but this guy's putting his body on the line for pass protection. I mean, he's got these big-ass linebackers blitzing from 5-6 yards, coming full speed through the A gaps or through the C gaps and things like that, and he's got to put his body in front of them to be able to stop them. So the position of running back, I think, I'm not saying it gets slept on because of this, but it's also, you don't really think about these types of things that you have to go into. I mean, we have protection meetings and things like that, and schools do it across the country as well, but we have these protection meetings where they got to be dialed in and in tune with all the calls with the O-line and how that goes, and six-man pro and different things of that sort, and also our play action schemes, just understanding their responsibilities. It's a super unique position, and obviously I get to see them be electric playmakers, and that's what I want to kind of roll into now. 3 touchdowns last night, but another one of 50-plus yards, and that's your third one this year, 50-plus yards. And I need a fact check here. We said that we were looking at it. We had our guys looking at it to see that we're not sure that it's ever in the history of Michigan football it's been done where we've had 2 backs with 3 touchdowns of 50-plus yards, which is awesome to see. And I mean, once I see these guys like you and Justice and seeing you last night when that wide zone hit and just get into the second level, it's like he's gone. You already know that he's gone. When he's one-on-one with the safety, like these guys are going to make them miss. And even Michigan State last week, it was the same type of deal. I believe it was wide zone too last week. And just getting through the second level. And these are some pause, thick dudes, but they're breaking through these arm tackles, and once they get to the second level, like these cornerbacks, they don't want to tackle these guys. So making runs like that, and also your practice habits. I see you guys finishing runs like that all the time throughout the week, just preparing you guys itself. So how do you guys prepare yourself to be able to sustain for runs like that And really, what does it feel like to be able to see that hole open up and just take your shot and make it happen?
For me, it's just we practice with the standard every single week is we're expected to go for 50, 60 yards and change the game. That changes the game. It changes the momentum. It helps our team, helps our defense. And, again, I couldn't do it without the O-line. Like, some of these holes I'm running through, there's nobody touching me for 5 to 10 yards.
Yep.
And when you have an O-line like that are playing so good and connected, there's going to be 50-plus runs every single game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's exciting. I still get goosebumps every time I see it, and I'm like, oh, I got this one. Like,
Yeah.
It's gone, and it's going to the house, and it's just exciting because, again, it changes the game. And then, like you said, our practice habits, we take 2 or 3 every single week in practice.
Yep.
Making sure we're practicing at a high level. We're making the second-level defenders miss, and it's not just me and Justice.
Mm-hmm.
2 guys stepped up really big this week was
Yep.
Jasper and Coos, and we talk about being the best room in the country week in and week out, and I think our guys are proving that every single day, and it's the opportunity they get to go out there and just play, and they work their tails off all season to be able to do that. And Coos, again, so happy for him, walk on, working his tail off to be up there running and being so impactful in the fourth quarter the other day.
Yeah, I was super glad to see Kuz get in there and see him do his thing because it's been a long process for him. And, he hasn't really gotten his shot yet. It's just been such a deep room, and that's a great problem to have in college football, especially at your guys' position. It's a tough position to play, like I've said. But Kuz did an awesome job being able to see him get those carries and give you some relief. And Jasper did a good job as well too. But super happy for Kuz, and I'm glad you said that because that's a guy who works his tail off too and does an excellent job. But going to the other end of the spectrum, from the explosive runs to the dirty 2s and 3s, and you're a huge guy that will stick his nose in there when maybe the hole isn't there or anything like that and still get us a positive play. It seems like you always end falling forward on the pile. So talk about your mentality and the physicality that you've always brought because you're such a physical runner, and it's like you're trying to punish those defenders out there. And I remember in spring ball, I forget who it was, but you had a nasty stiff arm, and I told him it was my favorite play of all spring ball because, he really just tried like a LaDainian Tomlinson type of stiff arm. You really tried giving it to this guy, and I just like that a lot because seeing a running back being an enforcer out there, especially in an offense like this and what Michigan football is super cool to see. So talk about the dirty 2s and 3s and your mentality of knowing, hey, you know what, cut my losses, get this dirty 2 and 3. And it pays off sometimes when you stick your nose in there. You see, it should be on my phone coming up on SportsCenter where you make like 7 dudes miss and score there at the end. But that was an awesome play to see. And I'm watching on the sideline and I'm like, dude, how is he still going? Like, I think the play's over and then I hear the crowd pop and I'm like, holy crap, he just scored a touchdown. Or he gets a big first down because we're the QBs are always watching, trying to decipher the coverages and things like that. But seeing you go and do your thing out there is awesome to see. So talk about your mentality and that physicality that you bring every single week.
Well, in spring, they only give me so many opportunities to hit guys. So
Yeah.
when I get the chance to hit somebody in spring ball, I'm going to take the chance.
For sure.
But my mindset is I've always been a physical running back, and like I said before, I take pride in that, and that's not just running, but pass protection too, is just hitting somebody. Like, I get the opportunity to run through people, and another way to make somebody miss is go through them. And I would say that's my favorite part of the game. And my grandpa always told me one man can't bring you down.
Yep.
And I've just always lived by that is when I hit a hole or there's nothing there, I gotta go forward. Gotta get positive yards. Gotta keep my team from being positive on first and second down because that helps us a lot. Helps our young quarterback. And, again, I just take pride every single time I run the ball, and we talk about straining every single play. That run that I popped off and scored again, I don't know how it happened,
Yeah.
but I'm just running hard.
For sure.
And I'm going to do that every single play. And we talk about having the intent to score every single time you touch the ball. And that's my intent, is every single time I touch the ball, I want to take it to the house, no matter where it's from, no matter third and short, third and long. Like, I want to take it to the house every single time. And, again, I take pride in those third and shorts. Like, those are big momentums and can change the game, fourth and short. And we talk about that being the identity of Michigan, is those ones in the trenches. And we've been way better on executed on third down and third and short. And it's something we take pride at in Michigan. And it's exciting to see how juice O-line is when we have those dirty 2 or 3 yards. And the long ones are excited for, but those dirty 2 or 3, like, those are down in the trenches, and those guys are working for it and scratching. And, again, it's just so exciting, and the energy after we get a first down and we get a touchdown and how connected we are as a team. It's so humbling and fun to play with those guys out there.
100%. And your mentality, I feel the exact same way watching you. And that's super cool that you talked about that, because every time you touch the ball, I feel like you've got a chance to make one pop and make something shake and score a touchdown. So I want to carry with that physical approach to some situational football as well. We got the ball with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're up by a possession. And really, we're in 4-minute mode at that point. We're draining the clock. We're running the ball. And I think it was it was about an 8-play drive that we had, a couple first downs there, and we got to end in victory formation. So talk about the approach, and I want to give some love to these guys too, because they don't get as much credit as they deserve. And we've been running the ball with the best of them this year in the country. So I want to give a shout out to the O-line as well, and give you an opportunity to give them a shout out too. Being able to run the ball when everyone in the building knows that you're going to be able to have to run the ball, and being so successful with it, just running our base plays. Give a shout out to the tight ends as well. I mean, we're in 13 personnel out there. 14 personnel. You got extra O-linemen out there in some formations, and we've had a carousel of O-linemen this year, and that's usually how it works in a season. I mean, O-linemen go down and guys step up. Like, you got 3 guys in your class that are starting right now. We got Frazier, Guanera, and Sprague out there. Those are some young dudes, and then you got some older guys as well, more my class, like Gio and Crip, that are out there doing their thing. And just seeing their development and their ability to gel together and continue to be so cooperative with each other and be so successful together is awesome to see. And that's credit to Coach Newsome and the approach that we've had throughout this offseason, that we're going to be able to run the ball when everyone in the building knows we're going to be able to run the ball. So how's it feel coming off of a 6-minute drive, being able to end the game in victory formation? And what do you want to say about the O-lineman that got that done for us?
So that 6-minute drive, I already knew, like, mindset, it's going to be 4 minutes. Like, we can run this clock out and win the game right here. And a big thing we talk about is ball security. Is they were stripping out the ball the whole game, and it's something that we work on every single day at practice, is making sure the ball is high and tight, and we give us the chance to win. When you protect the football, you win a lot of football games. And we ran the same play like 4 or 5 times on that drive. And you say they knew we were running the ball. Everybody knew we were running the ball, but Newsome, Coach Moore, those guys have done a great job getting those guys prepared week in and week out and being physical. And that was our best drive I think we had all night.
For sure.
Didn't end in a touchdown. Didn't end in – it ended in the best formation in football and 22 victory. And, again, those guys up front, whoever it's been, Link got banged up, and guys are just stepping up. You come to Michigan to play. You come to Michigan to play, and when your number's called, how do you perform? And we see that not only with those guys up front at the O-line, but tight end, Zach Marshall making plays, and Deacon making plays now. And we have a rotation of tight ends. Again, that's, I think, one of the best rooms in the country. Like, the reason we can get in 14 personnel is because we trust all those guys in the tight end room. And, again, it's so special when you have guys you trust and that can step up and be dudes. And we have that at the O-line and the tight end room. So it doesn't matter for me, whoever's out there at the O-line or tight end room, because I know what they're going to do and I know what they're capable of. And, again, it's just so exciting seeing those guys, that 6-minute drive, laughing, we're having fun, pushing piles, getting first downs, being aggressive. And, again, Coach Newsome, young coach, has done a great job with those guys, and those guys have really embodied what it is to be Michigan football, and I think they're getting better every single week, and those guys are coming together, and it's just so exciting running behind those guys. And again, we're just so connected as a football team, and
for sure,
I love being around those guys. And again, laughing that last drive, getting pushes, we're in 22 victory, messing around, so much fun.
No, and it's fun to watch too, and a drive like that, it really shows the character of your football team. It shows what you guys are made of, and especially in November and during a game like that, where you know what, put the game behind us. Whatever happened in the 3 quarters before and up until the 4th quarter, and then just being able to finish the game and give our defense a little rest, not make them go out there and defend the goal line or anything like that for some last play situations, and just ending in 22 victory, like you said, the best formation in football, and that's the goal every single game, is to end in that position. So being able to get that done. But with that being said, I mean, that's a grueling performance. That's pretty brutal on the body. And right after the game, you get interviewed, and you're already getting asking, how are you tired, or how are you feeling? And that's the first thing I asked you as well. I know that you had a little birthday celebration too, so probably stayed up a little late last night. I know I was up late last night. That was those 7:30 kicks, man. I mean, I was not expecting the 7:30 kick to happen last night, but we're gonna roll with it. We take it however we want, whenever, whoever. It doesn't really matter. But the 7:30 kicks, waiting for that all day is kind of brutal. And I'm a stranger to the big noon kickoffs. That's more of a Big Ten thing, but I really like them. I started to like them this year. I had like 3 in my whole 4-year career, and I think we've had 3 this year so far. Yeah. So I've already matched that for my career. But heading into a bye week, and like I said earlier, bye week coming at a perfect time, and I talked about gaining the competitive edge in the bye week. Talk about your approach to the bye week, both physically and mentally, because I know that getting away from the building and things like that for guys is super good too. Having a little bit of a mental escape, and I appreciate you as well, because you're your authentic self all the time. You're a guy who likes to have fun. You always are smiling around the building. Everyone loves you in the building, so super appreciative of you and the way that you've been. I know sometimes guys can get too big for their bridges, especially after performances like this, but you're not one of those guys, and we don't have that in our building. So I've been appreciative of that, to see you guys who ball out and just act like the same the next day. So talk about how you're going to approach this bye week. Talk about when we get some little time off for a couple of days, what you're going to be able to do, and just give us a little insight on the bye week.
Again, it's that humbling factor that you just mentioned, though. Like, our building doesn't have guys that have egos, and it's so healthy and nice. Like, we just have guys that are their self, like Shug, like myself, like Deacon, like Crip. Like, these are all different type of guys, but
for sure,
we all gel together well, and we're all from different backgrounds, and that's the best part about it. And that's, you get a bye week to do things like that, is get to know each other a little bit more. You talk about football, you talk about getting better, but you also get to know your teammates more through those 4 days of training that we're going to have. And again, it's an opportunity week. It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to learn and get better with each other. And that's the most exciting thing. And Coach Moore does a great job of giving us time to be together and also get back with our family. And we have a lift Thursday morning, and then I'll head home back to Cincinnati and celebrate some more for my birthday, have some dinners with my family, go out, see some of my friends, my high school playing their playoff game that I'll be able to go to. So just going back to Cincinnati and getting to see everyone, getting to hang out with people, and again, step away from football for 3 or 4 days. It's
for sure.
It's really healthy on me, and again, I love football. I love this game, but you always need a break. You always need time to step away, be yourself, have some fun, see your friends, get around your family, and just laugh. Get away from the building. And some of the guys are actually coming down to Cincinnati with me, so it's going to be a blast. And just, again, attacking this week, these 4 days, to get better every single day. This is an opportunity to get better, and then I have an opportunity to step away from football a little bit, still study probably, because I never can put football just
100%, yeah.
completely away. But again, it's just exciting, and we got to get better this week. We have to.
For sure.
There's some things we got to clean up from last week, and the guys, like I said, they're ready to attack. And tomorrow we're going to come out, prepare, get better, clean things up, and we're going to do that day by day and get ready for Northwestern.
Heck yeah, and I'm glad that you mentioned that as well, because the extra week of preparation goes towards getting ready for the next opponent. So heading to Wrigley, November 15th, we have this last 3-game stretch, and obviously we'll have 2 away games. And then the last one, obviously, nothing needs to be said about that one, but coming home for a big one to wrap things up for the season. So this last stretch, the last 3 games of the season, finishing up in November, talk about what it means to be able to go to Wrigley Field, be in Chicago, play against Northwestern, and the opportunity that presents itself to go 1-0 every single week, because I feel like at this point in the season, some teams can start looking ahead, looking towards their goals. They're so close to them. They can get complacent and take opponents lightly, but nobody has time for that, and we for sure do not have any time for that. So talk about the approach going 1-0 every single week, and just refreshing that from whatever happened last week, wiping it, and giving everything that you got. We talk about emptying the tank every single week, whoever the opponent is, because that's what our season is right now. Go 1-0, and our aspirations and goals are ahead of us. So talk about that approach, and talk about how you're going to feel going into that preparation for Northwestern.
Yeah, so obviously we'll watch the game tomorrow and fix things, and then we'll wipe it off, and we'll start with Northwestern. And again, you don't get many opportunities to play at the Big House. We talked about that this week, so taking advantage of all the opportunities you get, like he was naming off seniors that have played 20 games and 12 games, and again, there's so many opportunities you have, and this is a really cool experience and opportunity we get to go do at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, it's sweet.
A historic place, Chicago. Like, this is what you dream of since you were a little kid, and to go play football on a baseball field is kind of crazy in my mind.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be a great opportunity. You don't get to do this every single day. So these moments right here you don't take for granted, and I'm just excited and happy for the opportunity we have as a football program to go out there again, like you said, be 1-0 this week, prepare every single day to be better to win that game at Northwestern. And it just gives you the opportunity every single day. You come out and practice, and practice hard. You go out there best foot forward, and again, it's just exciting, the opportunity we have. And again, we get to go to these cool venues, Oklahoma. We get to go to Nebraska. Like, now we get to go to Wrigley Field. Like, just taking these opportunities and letting it sink in, because you only live once. So it's an amazing opportunity, and I'm blessed and so humble to have all these opportunities I have.
Heck yeah. And you got a great perspective, man. And it being a quote-unquote young guy, I know you just turned 20 today. Happy birthday again. And I got to ask, 20 years old, your birthday, your last day being 19, you go for 185, 3 touchdowns, have a career game. It's Halloween weekend, and you turn 20 the next day. Is your phone just getting like what's your phone looking like right now? Getting just blown up by everyone? Congratulations text, happy birthday text, a mix of everything. I texted you this morning. I was like, happy birthday, dude. Like, I'll see you at Chop House today. Like, I didn't expect a response or anything, because I was like, I know this dude's getting blown up right now. But talk a little bit about that, after a game like that, and how it is.
Well, it's been crazy. The good thing is, last night my mom's phone died, so I gave her my other phone.
Okay.
The one that everybody has my number. So I didn't have it till early this morning.
Nice.
So it was good to not have that. But yeah, my phone's been, again, congratulations, great game.
Yeah.
Then happy birthday.
Heck yeah.
People trying to see me next weekend because they know I'm coming home. But again, this is what what you asked for as an athlete. And again, I'm so happy I have the opportunity to do these things. And again, text you back was a priority because I committed to it. And again, it's just I'm so humbled to have the life I live,
Yep.
the opportunities I get to have. And again, thank you. I probably won't get to everybody's text message and everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
I'm super appreciative of all the love and the support that I've had this season, last year as a freshman. And again, I'm so humbled and blessed to have the people around me, including yourself, older guys that have helped just lead me become a better person and a man on and off the field.
Heck yeah. And I'm glad that you acknowledge all the people that show you love. And obviously it's a reflection of your character. All those acknowledgments and recognition of congratulations to you is well warranted just because of not who you are on the field, but who you are off the field. Everyone loves you as a person. And just one more message that you have, and I know some people, they probably haven't all got to give you your well wishes and all that, but the Michigan faithful and the fans that pack the big house out every single week, what is your message to them? Your second year being here, what have they meant to you, and what do you want to say to the fans?
What I would want to say to the fans is just keep trusting in us, keep loving us up. We're going to keep playing our hearts out and go out there and get a win every single week. That's what we want to do for you guys. And again, we play for so much bigger than just our team. We play for this whole university, for the people before us. And it's a privilege to play for Michigan and wear that wing helmet. So thank you guys again for all the support this season. We have one more home game, and you guys know what time it is. You guys, again, me being from down there in Ohio, you know what this one means. So make sure these next 3 games, you get to Chicago, you get to Maryland, and then the big one at the end, make sure you guys are there for the game. And we're going to put ourselves in the position to go out there and win the game. And I'm just excited to see what this team does the next 3 weeks. And it's up to you guys to help support, show us your love, and we're going to show love right back. And we're going to keep doing that every single week. So thank you guys for the love and support, and go Blue.
Heck yeah. Jordan, appreciate you for coming on. If you don't have birthday plans, I know Chop House gives a heck of a cowboy steak you can check out. They got some great dessert here too, so shout out to Chop House as well for hosting us today, as they always do. So Jordan, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you, man, and have a good rest of your day, buddy. Happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
All right. I want to give a quick shout out to the Champion Circle NIL shop. Obviously, I'm repping the hat here. And Jordan, you got some own specific merch here as well. We got the cartoon football player, and we got the jersey, which is super cool. So if your kid or you yourself is a huge Jordan Marshall fan, want to show some support after his career day last night in the big house, make sure you check out Champion Circle NIL shop to be able to get some merch and help support our athletes as far as their merch and stuff. And Jordan, how do you feel about this merch that you have?
I mean, it's super cool. Like, this is something you dream of as a little kid, like having your own shirt, having a graphic of yourself, jerseys. And every time I see somebody with a jersey or a shirt on, like, you always got to stop and say what's up.
For sure.
Those are the real ones. They support you no matter
no doubt.
what. But it's just, again, it's so cool to have, again, this is something you dream of as a little kid. And to have the support, to have people want to buy my stuff and represent me it's amazing. And I'm just so happy that I get the opportunity to have merch like this. And,
Heck yeah. Appreciate it.